The views and opinions expressed in this broadcast are those of the host/guest and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any of BXR entities and those they represent.
What's up? What's up? What's what? And just like that, we're back another Thursday with the You Better Live show. It's me, the goddess Chas Roll, the Empress Lady Cake Mix. And thank you for joining me tonight. That's right, because if you want to know, you got to watch the show. Watch the show. Well, of course, I got some what in the world and some what in the whats. I'm going to kind of do them on the first portion of the show because I do have a guest tonight. Yes, the artist, the universe will be joining me a little later in the show. And I'm excited for that. I got to go through and see the brother do his thing the other day. We're going to talk about more of it later. But yes, you already know with a name like the universe, hey, he definitely was giving all the vibes, okay? And I was there. So he done gained another fan from your girl, Chas Roll, and that is what I live for. Always good to see somebody doing their thing, some positivity, and guess what? Kings reign. So if you watched it here before, watch me here before. If you watched the show and you joining me again, thank you for being a supporter, showing me some love. But if you haven't, and then you catching this later, look, you got to get through here. Thursdays at 7. I'm telling you, come get your fix right here with me through Be Exposed Radio, where I am encouraging you to just what? You know what it is and you know what it gives. It's more than life to done. So, yeah, you better live. And I hope y'all live for it. Let's get this rolling. When I start off, y'all know I get some grace up in this place with a prayer, just some acknowledgement, really. You know what I'm saying? To give God all the glory and the honor and the praise, letting everybody know but God and only God. If not for him, then guess what? I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be rocking out right now, right? I wouldn't be able to bring you the what and the what's and the what in the worlds, right? You wouldn't be able to see my gorgeous face. My birthday in 9 days. Yes. Okay, Cancers. Y'all gotta get ready to move out the way. I love y'all for how y'all love on people. But now it's time for the real love and the light to come through. But let me get my prayer, get my praises out real quick so I can get on with some of these what in the world. Because, baby, it's given what in the world. Oh, Father God, thank you. Thank you for another day, oh, Father God. Thank you for continuing to keep us, oh, Father God. Bless everyone who is watching, everyone who is listening, oh, Father God. Bless everyone who has not had the opportunity to do so, oh, Father God. Oh, Father God, continue to lead us, oh, Father God, not just by sight, oh, Father God, but through our hearts and through our souls, oh, Father God. Lead us, oh, Father God, into what, oh, Father God, all of the possibilities, oh, Father God, that you have for us, oh, Father God. I thank you, oh, Father God. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you. If it was nothing more, oh, Father God, I just thank you. It definitely could be better, but God, we praise you that it is not worse. You are who you say you are, Lord, and I'm continue to be confident, Father God, in knowing that to be a fact. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Amen. Amen, y'all. God bless you. God loves you, because but God. And tonight's topic, the possibilities. Where everything seems possible, but everything is not what it seems. No, it is not. First off, I'm going to do a what and a what. That's from right here in my hometown of Baltimore, Maryland. Yes, your girl Chas is a Baltimore girl, a Baltimore. You can't tell from the accent. But anyway, when I'm over west, they know you from over east. When you from over east, they know you one of them. It'd be a whole bunch of all of that. But guess what? I'm right here, born and raised in Baltimore, Maryland. And this is what God seen destined for me. And I love my city. Now, with all the bullcrap that be going on and everything else like that, which happens everywhere, mind, I tell you, or might I add, okay? It does happen everywhere. But yeah, I love my city. Love it, love it, love it. Baltimore, stand up, be more, okay? Where we're always thriving to be more. But right here, I just wanted to bring up now, I've been supposed to be mentioning this a couple of shows ago. And what's the possibility? Because everything I'm gonna be talking about tonight is kind of just like, what? What's the possibility of that can happen? Well, this story that I was supposed to report back some weeks, a few Thursdays ago, is about a young lady named Ikea Eccleston. Eccleston. Yes, Akia Eccleston. That last name is spelled Eggleston. Now, back in May of 2017, Miss Eccleston was a 20-year-old young lady who got reported missing by her family after not showing up to her baby shower. Yeah, she was 8 months pregnant and did not show up for her baby shower, and her family, of course, called what? Wait a minute. This has got to be some foul play or something, because she would not at all miss her baby shower. Well, just this year, well, no, actually last year, her baby father, okay, has now been arrested for it. Yes, he was arrested in February of last year, February the 2nd, 2022, to be exact. He was arrested in Muskegon, Michigan. He's 41-year-old Michael Robertson. Now, he's been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder and 2 counts of second-degree murder. Now, it is being alleged that Mr. Robertson killed Miss Atkinson and then later fled to Michigan with his other baby mama, like recently, right after, okay? So the family has been speculating, supposedly, that he brought some harm to her. In earlier interviews, he had interviewed, they released that. Right now, they're doing a jury selection. A jury selection did start just this month, and July the 10th, I believe, July the 10th, 23, the jury selection is ready to start a trial. They have heard from some, well, no, the trial has started actually already. So they're already like hearing from witnesses and everything, and it's not looking good for Mr. Robinson. It wasn't looking good back in 2017, but as you can see, it took some time to bring him up on these charges, because I'm like, wait a minute. I would have been with the family too, or if I was family, or just a friend. Like, who doesn't show up to their baby shower? You know, people are excited about that. But yeah, she was 8 months pregnant with her and Mr. Robertson's baby when she just vanished. So although her body has not yet been discovered, her whereabouts are still unknown, it is being alleged that he killed her. In the interviews, he earlier had supposedly had stated that him and her got into an argument. He chose Haley, which was another daughter of his. He had went to the Haley's mother house where they lived, I guess, for a short time. But that mother was saying that in her interview, or her statements that she was making in the court during the interrogation, that he really was not welcome into her home. But I guess now she has the daughter. That daughter is doing well. But yeah, homeboy killed this lady 8 months pregnant with their son, well, allegedly, okay, and fled to Michigan. So what other possibilities that he did not do it? I'm looking like, I think he did. I think he did, because I mean, he continued to go to work. He didn't seem much concerned. They had to reach out to him, like asking him where she was. He had went to his brother's house, brought some beer, played the game. His brother stated he kind of never really comes through with beer, played the game. They went to his job. They told him that she was missing. Whatever happened, I guess it caused controversy in his job. He was fired, and he was more upset about losing his job than about his pregnant girlfriend that was missing, that was pregnant with their son. So I don't know. I just definitely wanted to put that out there on the table, because like I said a couple of weeks back, I've been supposed to talk about it and bring it up. And it definitely was like, what in the world for me? Now, this young lady lived, I believe, in the Cherry Hill community here in Baltimore. She was 22 years old when she went missing. So that was what, 5 years ago. No known whereabouts. They are speculating that at this time she is deceased and that Mr. Michael Robinson killed her. Okay. So rest in peace to the young lady. I guess I hate to say that, but I guess at this point her family has come to the conclusion that she is no longer with us. So just prayers going out to the family, because I know that it is a hard pill to swallow for one of your family members. I talked about that last week, right? I came on here, I was talking about how many people go missing, how many times I've seen it on my timeline. I try to give out some facts about, what the different alerts were, the amber alerts, the silver, the gold. What do you do in an event when the loved one or someone just becomes missing? We all know that is a traumatic experience anyway to lose someone to senseless violence, but just the thought that your loved one just vanishes, you don't know what happened, where they are, and all that other stuff, that's crazy. That's mind-blowing to me. So I can only imagine what the families go through that have to deal with that. So when I was reporting it last week on the missing and giving all the tips or whatever, what is the possibility that this thing now, this story now that is going on will be out there? Because like immediately as I got off the show, I think this other young lady who I'm ready to talk on, Carly Nicole Russell, 25, from what was it, Hoover, Alabama, went missing, right? So I was like, what is the possibility in that? Because I tell y'all know I be feeling like I'm not psychic, but I just feel like, different things come to me. So when I brought it up last week and was giving all the tips, I was like, yeah, this is important. People need to know this. So when that happened, that kind of like blew my mind. I was like, really? I'm telling you, I thought it was something being channeled to me to give the information out, because I was like, look at this. And then this happens. Thank you, God. So just like many around the nation, I myself too was praying for Miss Russell. Oh God, please I was like floored. Like, really? They putting babies out as decoys to try to lure women. We already know about the presence of, like I said, people being kidnapped. I mean, every year, what did I read off the statistics? I think it was like, 600,000 people go missing. And then on top of that, those who are not found, it was like a huge number of unidentified people. So that just like blew my mind. But this story right here goes back, like I said, to last Thursday. So last Thursday, Carly Russell, who many are calling, affectionately, as her parents said, Carly Russell, Carly short for Carlethia. I was calling the child Carlicia and all that other stuff. But y'all know when I say Carly, who I'm talking about. And I ain't talking about Miss Carly Red, who they say is infamous for telling lies. But last Thursday, this young lady traveling in her red Mercedes Benz along I-495, supposedly spotted a toddler walking along that interstate highway, whatever, mind you, right? So she makes a call out to 911, alerting the police on what she's seen, calling for the police. They asked her if she was still at the scene. She said, yeah, and she also agreed to stay. After calling the police to alert them of what she discovered on I-495, Miss Russell called a family friend who is, I believe, was her brother's girlfriend or fiance, wife or something, because they stayed in it as the sister-in-law. So after making a call to the police, she calls the sister-in-law. Now, the sister-in-law, she's telling her, yeah, girl, I guess I found a baby. I don't know exactly what the conversation was, but in the midst of that, she said that she heard Carly asking the toddler if you were okay. She did not at all hear the infant or the toddler respond, but heard Carly scream, and then everything kind of went silent. And what they're saying, they just was hearing, like the traffic on that highway or whatever. So immediately after this, we're always, and I talked about it last week, on how, when it comes to the missing of Black women, Black children, Black people in general, we don't necessarily get the same attention that others do when they go missing. So, her parents, they were on it. They did a lot of the same things in the tips that I shared with y'all last Thursday. They called, of course, the police was already called, so it was already immediate, that alert went out and they were looking for her family. They was on different news stations, you know what I'm saying, popping and trying to get out there and praying, asking people to pray for the safe return of their daughter. And then also, when it was going on, I remember I seen the mother on there just saying, she wasn't letting any negative thoughts or anything come into her mind or anything. Just continue to pray for the safe return. So this was Thursday when all this happened. She was missing for 2 days. On Saturday, the Hoover Police Department got a call that she had safely returned home. They reported to our house, took us to the hospital for investigation. I mean, to be looked over, but immediately began their investigation. But they say they gave her a break a little bit, I don't know, before they came to ask some questions. So now, I mean, not even now, from the start when the lady first went missing, people was already calling her a lie. Now, after more information is coming out, they saying she did a Jussie Smollett. They saying this lady did this Jussie Smollett, and I'm not so sure that that's the case. Okay, yes, because even though this man was charged with lying and was caught, I still ain't think that he was lying. I don't know. The possibilities, I'm telling you, y'all, everything seems possible, but everything is not what it seems. So originally when it came out and she returned home, and I'm looking on social media, and everybody was saying that she was lying, my first thoughts, I was a little reserved too in sharing the information. I did, of course, pray for her safe return because I said, look, they would have got me too. They would have got my Karen self too. Yes, they would have. They would have got me because, baby, if I seen a baby, hold on for a minute, guys. Look, got a dog tag on my background noise and my bloopers. But I said, if they would have got me, my Karen self, if I would have seen a baby on the side of the road, I would have did the same thing. Now, a lot of people were saying they would have just called the police and waited in the car and everything else like that. I don't know. I probably been already out the car, approaching the toilet as I'm calling the police, to tell you the truth. So now that the police is coming out, they have a little, huh?
That's exactly what you would have did. That's
exactly
what you
what I would have did. I would have did that
last week. That's exactly what you did last week while you was late for the show.
I would have did that. What I did.
Okay, trying to save some man on the street.
That wasn't when I was late for the show, though. I wasn't late for the show. Last year when I did that, I was late for walking. Remember? My 2 miles every night.
That's exactly right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I was late because I seen a man out there and he was laying unresponsive, and I was like, maybe this call can save his life. I did, but like I was saying, when it first happened or whatever, and I was telling Monty, like, did you hear it? I was a little stoked about it because I felt like, again, I just did a show on this whole thing about missing, about all of that stuff. I was like, Monty, did you hear? If they report this lady, they would have got my kid ass too.
But you know what? In this mindset, now that you're talking about this week, last week when that happened, that could have been your human trafficking incident. You could have got human trafficked last week.
They knew my Karen ass. They knew I would have stopped and called the police. I didn't think about it like that. You got to be careful. Now, I'd have been more skeptical on picking stuff up and different stuff like that if I see it laid out or laying by my car. The other day, I seen the dial. I was like, oh, no, I ain't picking that up. Because somebody probably put that something on there and tried to snatch me. But anyway, because I need for you to be quiet. Look, my blooper is in the back. Forgive me. He told me he was going to be good, but you better live for it. You got to live for it. This is real life, and I am live, so you won't get all that sometimes, right? But originally, when the story came out, like I said, everybody was always saying it was a lie, or it was something staged, or there was something set up, right? But I really did not know. please be quiet so I can say I can't even get. And I got OCD and it's hard for me. It's hard for me. But everybody was already saying that this lady was lying. Now that more information is coming out from the police themselves, people are really, really saying that it was a hoax and she did a Jesse Smollett. I don't know either way, because even when we was praying for and stuff and she returned, I was like, good. And I really felt some type of way when everybody was like, oh, she lied. She returned home safely, then walked home up to our house or whatever. And I was like, that is a mess. We prayed, asked God to do what he do. And he did what he did, run the girl home safely. And look at us. We're already saying that it's a lie. So during the news conference, I guess it was the chief of police or whoever it is. I didn't even catch his name. He was on there. They released her 911 call. And I think a lot of people's speculation is saying that it's false is the way that the police are now putting the information out there. But until they say they charging her with lying and misusing the police force, I'm still believing her. I don't know, but people say they don't believe it, that she escaped from a semi truck, that she ran home with $120 in her sock. They also released the footage on the side of the highway with her showing her pulling over and I guess going into the back seat, but it's being alleged that they didn't see anybody, like the person who was allegedly abducted her. And whoever supposed to abducted her, she didn't really have a full description of him. He was a redhead that was bald, and it was a man and a baby still present, the one that they supposed to put out there as the decoy. And she didn't get to see what the lady looked like, but the lady was feeding crackers and was rubbing her hair. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know. All I'm going to say is, if it's a lie, that ain't right. That is not right, because I was just now talking about how we don't get the exposure like other people when we go missing, when we are abducted, or just,
that's a great counterpoint. That's a great counterpoint, because it's interesting that and I hate to say this, but it's the truth. Because she's Black, we're questioning this. If it was a white woman, would we be?
That's what I'm saying. And I just now seen another story, though, where it was a white lady here before that her son missing. After like 20 years, they found out he never was missing. And they still was looking at him, looking for him, all of this stuff and everything else like that. I got to talk more about that story next week so I can get all the details on that too. But I seen something about that. But that's my point. That because, and before I got on the show, we was talking about some things like, okay, like how everybody was saying how Apple watching her phone and everything. Like, if this was really like human sex trafficking, like, they smart. This is what they did.
They're not stupid.
So maybe it got out there too fast.
They are not stupid criminals when they do human trafficking. That's right. The whole point of this thing, is to get away with it.
Right. And maybe they didn't realize she had called the police. It had got out too fast. They was like, no, listen, we got to let homegirl go. Because this
she ruined the 24-hour thing. If you're in the mindset of a human trafficker, you know that kidnapping laws say you have to wait 24 hours to declare someone missing, right?
Right, but you can report them. You don't get to wait 24 hours to report it.
But it's not necessarily due until that time frame is up.
Right,
now,
exactly.
Here's the thing. Because she called the police first, that sped up the time frame.
Right.
It's ruined the human trafficker's possibility of escape.
Right.
Because they're now looking for her ahead of the 24-hour wait time. Their plans are ruined. So that if you sit in that mindset, that's why they released her. Because they knew they weren't going to get away with her, because everybody's now watching.
Right. And if you see that police conference or whatever that they held, that news conference or whatever they held, and that man standing there, and the information that he's releasing, like the 911 call, he just got this blatant look on his face like, this is a lie. This is made up. And that's what I say. The way they putting the information out there is like kind of putting it out there so people can, speculate without them coming back with this charge and saying that she lied or whatever first thing. If you get what I'm saying? Like, the way they putting the information out there is just making it appear like a lie from what I'm seeing or whatever. But like you were saying, until they say she was lying, she wasn't lying. And then even when they do we still say that she was lying? Because like I said, with Jesse, I still didn't think he was lying. They took him to court. He had to pay a fine, jail time, and got probation. It killed the whole empire thing. And I think that was a ploy for that. They killed that whole empire type of thing for the haters or whatever. I'll say that. I don't know. I just think outside the box because, like I say, I know everything seems possible, but everything ain't what it seems. So what do y'all think? Are you one of the ones that when it first happened, y'all was like, because before she got found, when it first came out on Thursday, I seen people saying, oh, what? This is a lie. I mean, it was more people saying, it's a tragedy, pray for her and stuff like that. But people was already calling hopes. Like, that don't even sound right. Ain't nobody else see the baby. Ain't nobody it was giving all of that. So I don't know. What you think, Marnie? I know you don't believe that she lying.
It's not that I don't believe that she's lying. It's just a lot to lie about.
It's for what?
I mean, what is questionable is that how long that video was. Where did they take you from? Like, where did they kidnap you? Where did they get you? Did you walk off into a dark space where they did not see you on camera? Because they had footage. So if you got footage of the whole entire incident. Are you not showing us when she got taken? Or what? Did she move off camera? Because she was right on the side of the road. If she got taken right then that's where she got taken at. But again, like you questioned the smartwatch.
Right.
I told you they could have made her take it off because they're not stupid criminals. If you got a smartwatch on, that's trackable. We're going to make you take that off. But if it was in the car, then where are the criminals? Where are the people that took her? Were they in the car with you? Did they make you put the watch in the car? Or did they make you take off your garments right then and there, your shoes and stuff? Like, what? There's a lot missing.
It is.
Interaction with these people that took you. Where did that happen at?
Right. It is. And then also, the speculation is coming from the information that they leaked about what she was Googling prior, like leading up to her going missing on Thursday. So she was Googling things like how to steal.
But that's not going to get you convicted in a court of law.
Yeah,
I can Google whatever I want to. Now, if I act on it, that's what gets me caught. But I can Google whatever I want. Like I said in the past, that they said she Googled Taken, but in the past she had already said that's her favorite movie. So that already pushes that out the way. That already knocks that down. Now you're talking about the cash register thing. That had nothing to do with her being kidnapped. That may have been her what she did to steal the money.
Right.
That's her in that cash register owner.
And the things that people. Right, and the things that people are putting out there, like far as what would be her reasoning for doing this. I seen one story where she had allegedly called her boyfriend cheating and was trying to get some attention from him. It's also some stories coming out that she stole something from the job because that also was Google how to get away with stealing money from a cash register. But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't even like how the police is putting the information out, like the way they're putting the information out and what they are making available for people is kind of like setting it up, like for the speculation that it was a lie. Like it's nothing that is like supporting her. Like, you get what I'm saying? It's nothing like supporting her to say this happened, this lady came home true. It's like they are questioning everything that she is telling them. So I guess that's part of the investigation. I don't know. It's part of the investigation, but right at the same time, if this wasn't a black lady or whatever, would they already been speculating that it's a lie already? I don't know.
All right. See, now you gotta make it clear when you say they.
They. When I say they, I'm just talking about the people. The people.
Okay. Because when you say they, that also could have sounded like the police are speculating. That's not what they're doing. The they is the people that are commenting.
The they is the people. But then again, too, the police haven't came out right and said they think they're lying. But that's my point.
That would be speculation. That's what they're not going to do. They're just going to give you the information. The people is the one that are speculating. Now, the police wouldn't speculate. They would tell you they're filing charges against somebody that did something inappropriate. That's what the police would do. They wouldn't speculate on whether she did it or not.
But the way they putting it out there, that's what I said. And I said, and all they mad that, after I guess all the efforts of putting their manpower out there, that they weren't the ones who found her and brought her home. Like, is it that far-fetched, or is it not at all possible that this young lady could have been released, let from this semi-truck, even though she said, she broke away from it? I think that's what is being reported, that she broke out of the semi-truck. How have you, and not made it home safely? Now, I also was saying that if I had got released, so I was on the phone.
She got released. She was released, right?
Oh, I don't know. And see, when I seen one thing,
she was released. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think it was saying, the police was saying that she actually broke away from this, and it wasn't the first time that she had broke away. Like, she had broke away.
I heard about the first time. Mm-hmm. And they
caught her. She had broke away before, and then they caught her and brung her back or whatever. I don't know. Maybe they, like you said, they felt that it was too much trouble. It was a human tragedy.
But it was. If you think about the incident and how it happened, it was less than 24 hours. Again, they started searching for her immediately after the family called the police and said that they heard that scream, and that she's gone. So they started looking. The bolo was put out. Be on the lookout. Then that all happened. There is no checkpoints that them people would have been able to cross to get her out of the state, even in a semi. They would have checked every semi, hit it to any part of any checkpoint.
They was doing all of that.
So their only option was to let her go, because they couldn't have kept her in a semi. They couldn't have got her through in a van. They couldn't have got her through in an industrial van. They would have been caught. They had no choice but to let her go, because they missed their window.
Right.
Their and window was that 24 hours. I'm telling you, these human traffickers bank on that 24 hours of notification.
Right.
They bank on it.
I'm just
because
saying,
they can get through any toll faster without nobody looking for you.
Right. Exactly. And they was gonna be looking all up and down that highway for everything. Like, they was already looking. They had made it world news about this incident, that it had happened, which is unlikely when something like this happens to us. Like, this was my point last week, and just saying, how many people go missing. And
that's the interesting part, is that this made it so high up in the media that everybody knew about it within hours of it happening.
Yes, they did.
And we were on it like the people should be, but it's so fast that we can turn on somebody that's a victim. It's so fast without knowing anything. We know nothing. We don't know nothing. We don't know anything, but we are ready to crucify. Ready.
Yes. That's what I said. I've seen a lot of the people who had shared it with saying pray for her and stuff like that on social media. Like I said, they switch real fast. Soon as she returned home, oh no, something ain't right. She not home. She unscathed or whatever else like that. People were saying, when people kidnap, even with human sex trafficking, they drug you soon as they take you. I'm like, how they know that? I'm like, how they know the process when somebody is abducted for human sex trafficking or whatever? Or how do we even know what she was abducted for? First of all, that was another speculation that people was thinking that, she did get abducted from that. And then I also say to me and say, look, Carly ain't say she was missing. We did. We did. So, I don't know. You done seen all the memes.
That's a great point. That's what we talked about before the show. That she didn't say she was missing.
No.
So you can't even say, like, she couldn't even be brought up on charges at this point, because she never said, I was missing. The family did.
She called the police for the toddler that she supposedly seen on the road.
For a particular incident, she called the police for, not because they kidnapped her. The resources. So again, like when we're talking about the resources that have been wasted by the police, that's not her purview, because she didn't call you. She didn't waste the resources.
Her mother and her family did. Well, they standing behind her.
Even off of what she heard. No one actually wasted resources. They went off of what they heard and then called the police as they should have. So there was nothing really was wasted. This was an effort because of fear that the family felt for their missing family member. So there was really nothing wasted, but we just don't know what happened. That's the thing.
Right.
She still went missing for 2 days, barefoot.
She still went missing for 2 days. But the question is, was she in the back of the semi, or was she just, I don't know. Like I said, even the stories that are coming out and people who are saying, like, this is the reason why she did this, you know, those who are saying that she is lying and that it was made up and it was a hoax, that don't even make sense. Like, so serious? I mean, what? Because you got your boyfriend cheating, or that you was stole something from your job or whatever? That don't even make sense. So I'm like, I don't know. IDK. That's all I can say. I don't know. But my prayers remain that, look, she's safe. She's safe. She made it home safe. I just pray for her mental right now, because it's like I said, on social media, across all of the airways, they are turning her a new one. Like, I'm hardly seeing anybody defending her claim aside from her family and her friends who were on, you know, on many media outlets putting this story out about her and her abduction and everything else like that. They're saying that, no, it happened. This is what happened to her. And she was returned home safely. So I don't know. And I know that it is like a real crazy thing to happen to you. So of course, every time that I'm thinking about something, I try to put myself in the person's shoes. Originally was saying, if I got let go, I probably would have tried to stop somewhere first, other than home, flag somebody down. But again, I don't know what she was thinking. Maybe she just wanted to get home, like Bonnie said in the point. And then maybe if I was in this situation and I came out of the woods and it was a place so familiar to me, I would have been thrilled. And that probably would have been my first thought. Let me get home. You know what I'm saying?
And at this point, payphones around anymore that she can run
I'm
to.
not trusting nothing. You get what I'm saying? Like,
and it's not like there's payphones that she could have ran to use. There's no payphones no more.
Right. And at that point, you know, it's
like
oh yeah, $125 is a sock. And I didn't hear that being reported by the police, but they did was saying that, oh yeah, it was by the police and the investigation saying she returned home with the money. So just like I said, all the information the police is putting out, they haven't outright said that she is lying, but the way that they are putting the information out about this investigation is definitely heightening people's speculation that it was a lie and that it was a hoax. And like I said, why would she do all of that? Why? For what reason? Not all of that. She could have just left. You know what I mean? Like, why was she had, and then to come home to them, like, why was she, I don't know. She could have just left, you know, the family knew her or wouldn't know her. I mean, it probably would have been the same outcome, but just to have to go through all that, call 911, say you seen the toddler, get, you know what I mean? Like, come on. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know. But Hoover, Alabama, we are praying for y'all. Like I said, my prayers definitely go out to the queen. Look, she returned home safe. But right now, it's just looking like it is not safe for her. It's not safe for our family. And I can only imagine, look, we be playing in our own heads when people be talking about us or speculating certain things. So for the whole world, well, not the whole world, but like basically everybody that's on social media and stuff, and is recanting their support for you and is saying that it's a hoax and coming up with all these different memes and just basically, just saying she lied without really even hearing all the evidence. Is sad, and I feel for her, because even in the instance, if it was a lie and she made all this up or whatever else like that, it's definitely something going on with Ms. Russell. So that's why my prayers still remain with her. But like I said,
and it is a lie. It will come out. It will come out.
It will come out. It will come out. And then when it comes out, do we still believe the police or say, I don't know.
No, I mean, if it's a lie, it will come out, and then things will proceed as they should with probably charges. I don't know what the charges would be because, again, she didn't call the police.
Right. And just as so, like, even if it was a lie, right? Or I'm not saying that even if it was a lie, or even if it wasn't what her family thought it was, even, you know, leading up to it, hearing a phone call, hearing a scream, hearing her being abducted and her returning home 2 days later, I'm thinking she could have just as well said that. You know what I mean? She could have just as well been like, No, I didn't get snatched or, this happened or whatever and came out
Mm-hmm.
with it because I'm sure she knows that they're going to do this thorough investigation. But it's
Right.
something else when it looks like they are doing this investigation to already like put out there like it was a lie. That's
If
all I've
it
been
was
saying
false, the only thing they probably would be able to get her on is the initial phone call that she made to the police about the toddler.
about this
If
all.
that is the false, but that would be it. That would be where it stops because they can't do anything about the future after that because she didn't
Right.
call
Because
you.
she didn't lie about her being abducted.
Mm-hmm.
Only thing she would have really been lying about is her placing a call saying there was a toddler on the highway.
Correct.
Right. And they ain't
Yep.
do much in that because once they reported to the scene to where the toddler was, then it started all this because then they see her car left there, her phone, basically all her belongings, her wig and everything else like that. So it immediately started an investigation to look for her.
And apparently, according to her story, that the toddler was still present while during the abduction.
Right.
The only thing that
Yeah,
was
but
introduced
she
to
said
you
it
was
was
the
a lady
lady.
and the
That
baby
was
was
a
still
lady.
on this dog highway. I don't know what's good. They saying you ain't see no baby. They saying, I ain't saying, but they saying that you ain't see no baby. I'm trying to read the comments. I was supposed to be bringing it up on my screen so I could see it because it's not real clear there.
I'll read it. I'll read it.
Okay.
People are mad because they can't feed into the drama. It's as if they, I can't see it either, woof of being happier if she disappeared or died. Okay,
Yeah,
if they would have been happier if she had
yeah.
disappeared or died. If someone tried to kidnap you, why would you trust anyone more or less ask for a phone? She ran to her safe place. That's exactly right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because right, I was at first thinking like, well, shoot, if I got loose, I would try to do that. But like I said, at that point, I wouldn't trust nothing. I wouldn't trust no, especially not on that same road. If I came out, you know what I mean. Especially on that
I
same
mean,
road.
what are you? Like I said, what are you doing? Are you calling these people? Are you trying to pull these people over so you can use their cell phone? They not doing that. You were kind
Right.
of crazy for pulling over for that baby. So, in the effort of you being a good Samaritan, this
Oh,
happened
so
to
they
you,
wouldn't
and
have
now
got
you get
you.
a pull over for you running out. That sounds like
Oh,
another human trafficking scheme.
oh, what you saying? They wouldn't have got you money.
No, neither
They
way.
would
The
have got
baby,
you. They would have got
sorry,
my kid
baby.
and stuff.
I see you from my rearview mirror.
They would have got me. They would have certainly got me. No lie. They would
I
have
probably
got
would have
me. I would
called
have
for help.
already been out my
I would have
car.
called for help, but I wouldn't have been there on the scene when they got there. I'm sorry, I had to leave though. But the baby is at I-95 exit 18.
A baby. That ain't right. That is not right. Yeah, they would have got me. They would have took me. So even like, some of those things that we was bringing up for us, like, how these people that do sex trafficking, like they smart. So even the fact that people are saying that her Apple Watch and her phone and her wig and all that was left behind and everything else like that, yeah, a smart criminal would have made you leave that behind. People are saying, no, they would have just snatched you and then got rid of that stuff. I don't know. Like I said, how would y'all know the process of a sex trafficker? But at the end of the day, wherever they snatched her for, or what was being alleged that they snatched her, they seen that it wasn't no go. They ain't know that it was gonna get all this notoriety that face. They ain't know. So I'm saying they let her go, and she made it safely home. Until
I
I
mean,
hear
I
some
can
other
say one
stuff.
thing. I am kind of proud for the response of
Yeah,
this story because this is the first that it was a headline
and
story across
that's
all
what's gonna make it
platforms.
so sad
Mm-hmm.
if it was
The
the first.
deterioration, yes, that's what makes it so sad because how it deteriorated into this.
Yes, that makes it so sad. That makes it so sad. And how it deteriorated into this. And two, it was just a whole lot. And like I said, our people, when I say our black people, our people, that's what I'm talking about. Us black folks, baby. We call hoax on every day on thing or whatever. I told you. Sometimes the very same people that was praying for this young lady returned. It turned from a P-R-A-Y pray to a P-R-E-Y pray. So blessings to Miss Russell and her family. Baby, if you lied, I'm still praying for you. But at this point, I can't just outright say it's a lie, y'all. I'm gonna be honest. And I can't take that just off of what I'm seeing everybody else say. You get what I'm saying? Because even at the beginning, what we were seeing everybody else say, we believed it that she was abducted. When her family, when it got the notoriety, when it got on TV stations and everything else like that, we was believing it just based on that information that we had at first. So while automatically, as soon as she returned and this information coming out, we like, oh, that's impossible. She got snatched, and then she showed up safe with money in her pocket. Mind you, they weren't trying to rob her. I mean, I don't know. We'll see. We will see. We got to take a vote on it. Of course, we're going to talk about it more. Of course we are. We definitely got an update on that. When it all come out, when it's all said and done, if Miss Carly Russell get charged, or if they really find out after doing that investigation that what she said happened actually happened, watch how people going to be looking crazy. Watch how people going to be looking crazy. Just watch. Just watch how people going to be looking crazy. But, yeah, that definitely was a what in the world. And if you are one of those people out there that's already just because of what these police said and you just going in your own mind trying to point blank what she would have did or what they should have did or what don't make sense, just stop that already. Don't put that out there until really all of the facts come out, because realistically, all of this stuff that we are hearing is stuff that is being alleged, and I don't know, you don't know either. That's all I'm gonna say. You don't know, and I don't know either. Well, it is hot outside. It's been hot. It's been hot. It's been hot, and that right there is a hot story and a hot mess, should I say. But it has been hot today. Kudos to me. Big shout out to my BFF. Yeah, that's right. One of my homies for life. Muff up there at the Three Girls Cashapp, along with others, partners right there on Chester and North Avenue, right? Got me right today, y'all. Fix my AC, my air conditioner. Y'all know I had came on here and I told y'all know I'm infamous for the flat tires. Then this happened. But he got me right. It's blowing cold, not real cold, colder in the back than in the front. I got some more stuff I need to go on, but guess what? I can sit at a light. I ain't got to be frustrated. None of that type of stuff. I could just breathe in this heat. And I'm so thankful that I got right today. And with this heat, that's another thing that I need to bring up too, because I am just, what was that? My guest is here. I'm gonna come back with some of the what. But if I don't get it all out tonight, then y'all know I'm gonna bring it back for y'all next week. Yes, I'm gonna bring it back for y'all next week. But next week is gonna definitely be my birthday celebration type of show. Yes, because my birthday is next Saturday, guys. 7/2. Y'all better live for that. May God bless me with many, many more. I pray to see it and many, many, many more. But without further ado, my guest is here. Let me introduce him. This is a young brother. Well, I don't really know his age, but let me tell you, he's looking young. He got that young swag, but guess what? He is rapping and he's talking a lot of sense. Yes, I had the pleasure of meeting him. His name is the Universe. And with a name like that, you definitely got to bring it. Hey, what's going on, Universe? Let's make sure to see if we got connected yet. Hey!
How you doing?
What's going on, Universe? See, I thought I was going to be talking to you and you was rolling on a roll. because I had the pleasure of coming out and checking you out last Tuesday. No, it was this Tuesday, right?
Yeah, this Tuesday.
It
Yeah.
was this Tuesday. I got the pleasure of going out and seeing you, young boy. The Universe. He was down at the Night Life Studio. They had presented the LAH 410. Is that Love and Hip Hop 410 down there?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, look, I
Yeah.
mean, we had the whole footage of your performance. But before I get it in, though, and show the whole video of your
Oh,
performance, though, yeah, we got all of that footage down there, right?
okay. I see that. I like that.
Okay. Well, the Universe. Where are you reporting from us now? Are you still in Baltimore or?
Yeah, we still in Baltimore, but hey, we really be moving. We trying to move around, really get out there, build these connections, meet these people. Right now we're in Atlanta, doing our thing, going to
Yes,
Honest tonight. So it's gonna be a great time. It's gonna be a great time. I'm glad.
yes.
I'm
It's
ready.
going to be a great time. And I know you're going to be down there shutting it down with some of those songs that you was performing that night. Now, I was telling everybody about the venue. It was a little hot. You ain't had no parts of that, but no air in there. But, baby, you definitely came through there like a breeze, brought the cool vibes. I was sitting there thinking about the heat. But when you got on the stage, uh, everything was cool as a fan. So the Universe, first, let's just tell people about you, how you got started.
Um. So yeah, my musical journey. I wanted to be a singer when I was a kid, but as I got older, I got a little older. I started getting tall. I'm a big guy. I'm about 6'4". About 280, 285. So I got really athletic. Started doing sports, and I kind of got away from music as I got older. But as I got out of high school and I had more life experience and things like that, I kind of just gravitated towards it. I had a lot to talk about. I had a lot of things that I wanted to say that was inside of me, and music is just a medium that so happened that all those things happen to come out.
Yes, and they definitely come out. So, what was your inspiration for your name, for what you go by, the Universe? Because that's a spectacular
Mhm.
name. I mean, that says something without you even starting to say something. You get what I mean? Before you even
Uh-huh.
let everybody know how dope your lyrics are. But yes, the Universe. I love that. Where you get that from? What was?
I came up with that name because I really when I started thinking about my music, I started thinking about like what it felt like to listen to my music and what I wanted people to feel. And I felt like I was taking people into a different universe, like my universe. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
I was like, you know, universe. I feel like encapsulates it well. I feel like my music does something to people that not a lot of things can do. And I feel like I'm taking you into my world and into my experience. Whatever you're going through, whatever troubles you have whatever mood you in, I feel like I can take you out of that. And for a couple minutes, you'll be able to be in my universe for a while, not yours.
Oh yeah, you definitely did that. You definitely did that, young bro. You definitely did that. So
Thank
it's
you.
like it's really amazing. You know what I say? Like or like you were saying when you was little, you aspired to be a singer. Because of your stature in your teenage years, you kind of got in that sports. But look, you came back to exactly what you were supposed to do because
It
I'm
was
telling
always
you.
meant to be.
Yes, definitely meant to be. And it was meant for the Universe to be doing his thing and doing it the way that he was doing it. Because, like I say, I was blown away. I tell everybody a little bit of my history. I started with hip hop as I got older. I always say, no, I just do spoken word, I just do poetry. But from one artist to the next, baby, keep on doing your thing, keep on doing your thing, keep on doing your thing. I'm telling you, everybody gonna be hearing about the Universe, and I'm so excited that you're here, so I can let everybody hear about you tonight on the You Better Live show, encouraging people to just keep on living. Because as you see, the boy of the Universe said, it changed courses, but he is destined, and he's right doing, and he's right where he needs to be. So right now, you in Atlanta. Is it a show tonight? Is you down there just trying to get your connections? What's going on down there?
Supposed to be performing at Honest tonight in Atlanta. So
Okay.
I'm pretty happy about it. I'm pretty excited. But any crowd, I'm gonna always be hyped. I'm hyped to go on stage and perform. It don't matter if it's big, small, whatever. The fact that I go out here and get to perform and do my music, and people listen to me, people vibe with it. That's really what it's all about for me.
Right. And you know what's most that I liked about your sound though, when I got the pleasure to be down there and see you the other night? The most thing I liked about your sound is that like how you said you bring people into your universe. It was different. nowadays with this music that's out here, a lot of people say, well, I'ma say, I said that a little bit on my reel, like the music that's being spread on the land is kind of like a bad influence on our people and everything else like that. But everything that you were like spitting there, it was real. It was heavy, but it was light. You know what I mean? And it was fun, and I was into it, and I was like, oh, okay. It's good a lot of times not to always hear a brother talking about shooting, killing, getting high, and all that other stuff. And you were just talking about how you party. What's that joint, like a rock star, whatever else like that? Slap people in a little bit. Look, I don't even need for you to do it on the show, because I'm going to play this clip. Now, this clip is about a minute or so long, but I want y'all to get into this. Before we go any further, I just need my listeners, our viewers, to see what I seen, because this was my first time. I had got the heads up that he was going to open to being a guest on my show. I said, what? The brother's down here performing. I gotta go out, gotta see him, gotta support, wanted to meet you. Just face to face, kind of just get your vibe and everything else like that. And it was definitely on point. So let's go to this clip, right? And then I'm gonna let them see what I seen and why I'm giving all these accolades right here. Okay, let's do it.
The word inside my brain is that it's spinning mighty slow. Had to mix some niggas down and then I bend it like a quarter. Now I'm checked out in that water, bet you changing up a roar. When I'm sparking up, they try to blow me out like candlelights. Looking for myself and then I found out it was more than life. Opinions, opposition, settle down and take it on it. We flying to the moon and see the earth, I'm in the satellites. Had enough, all the shoes I'm taking got me throwing up. Moving super gnarly off the joint, let's turn the party up. Higher than the top, is jumping out like Jeffrey Hardy. They ask me turn it down and I respond, I'm truly sorry. I can't stop, I'm out of my mind. Till the band starts playing, put it all on the line. You may never see tomorrow when your time is in decline. So I live until I die, know my soul's immortalized. I'm a rap nigga, but I party like a rock star. Haven't met a legend who can rock like this. Living supersonic, got me jogging like it's last. Dream return to action, now I'm awesome like the Miz. Better cross the borders, only love it, got a sword. Got the word inside my brain, it's that it's made in my disorder. Had to make some niggas stop and then I bend it like a quarter. Now I'm dripping out in that water, bet she changing up her oar. Yeah. We're taking off.
Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. Come on. Now, I know you was hot up in that spot, but you was really, really hot up in that spot. Yes, definitely got that vibe going or whatever. Not to say, because it was a lot of talent down there. I know it was a couple of people that went on before you, but I'm telling you, when you got up there, the crowd just went crazy. It was a different response. It's like you woke everybody else up. Other people probably was ready to go out from the heat, but you like woke them up. You was like the breeze that came through, like I said, and really did your thing. So how long? I know that you got back into rapping. You told us how you came about the name of the universe. That's a remarkable, remarkable story right there. But how long have you been performing as the artist, the universe?
Actually, that show right there was my third time on stage in front of a crowd like that, really doing my thing. I'm very new to it, but it really feels like what I'm supposed to do. Like it feels natural. It feels like this is like it don't even really. It's hard to. A lot of things you try, I'm new. You gotta like work at it and get comfortable, but like really being up there, it just feels like where I'm supposed to be at.
Yes, because I would have never thought that was just your third show. You definitely was comfortable in your own skin. You definitely rocked it up. I'm a rap nigga, but I'm on it like a rock star. Everything and like that's all I got to remember, right? And it was just so catchy. So, do you write all of your own music? Do you write?
I write everything I make. And I feel as though, I got something for everybody. So, like, I make all different types of music. My music is based off my experiences in life and what I've been through. So, of course, as a young black man, I'm gonna write hip hop songs. I'm gonna write that's gonna have those influences that gonna get those people. My people, the people that I feel like I'm gonna connect with, the people that connect with me, the people that are part of me. It's gonna connect. But I feel like I can do it in a way that's new, innovative, and that's more authentic to exactly who I am versus just a lane. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Oh, definitely. I know what you're saying because just like I said, that's why I give you the kudos because being a young brother and what we know is like really popular now as far as like that trap music type of style or that music that's just always talking about, the stuff that we already know that we go through and everything. And not that, like how you said, I'm sure you've had some of those experiences as a black man, and I'm sure you can rap about them. But the way you deliver, your delivery is everything. Might I add that? Because even with this song, anybody else could have rapped it and it might not have been as spectacular as it was when the universe was, wrote it. And then it's just the fact that this was your third time performing, you write your own music, you were that comfortable. Like, yeah, it was everything to me, young bro. It was everything to me. So now that you're down in Atlanta, what's your next stop? Where you at next?
That's a great question. Our next stop, we're going to New York after this, and we're just going to keep pushing this thing. We're going to take it as far as we can. The trip's not going to stop. The move's not going to stop. It's all about keep pushing forward. Like, I feel like I got the sound, I got everything I need to have in order to really make this thing work. It's just all a matter of staying on the path, staying focused, what I'm saying, getting it done, keep making these songs, keep making bangers,
Right.
and it's going to work itself out.
Right. So you like popping up everywhere to be heard, right? Everywhere that you can get the opportunity, you just like, I'm there, I'm here.
And this is what I everybody. Do. So I think I can go everywhere. I got something, I feel like I got something for everybody. The songs I performed there tonight, I was like, I'm gonna perform these songs. I feel like these songs gonna hit. But I could easily have done, 3, 4, 5 different vibes. I really make a wide variety of music. So I know I can go anywhere and I'll be comfortable 100% performing.
Right. So these songs that you are performing, are they from an album? Do you got like a album or something that's coming out, or you kind of just like performing them as singles? Are you thinking about putting them together on a whole CD, trying to sell them? How you doing that?
We're working on something. We're working on an EP right now, trying to get this thing together. We we haven't really decided on an exact what's it called, a track list yet, but I promise you it's gonna be straight bangers. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you it's gonna be a great couple songs. It's coming soon for sure.
Right. That's what's up. That's what's up. Guess what? I am blessed to be able to be witnessing it. Young brother. Look, I keep on calling you young, but I ain't never really asked your age. if you can to share. What's that?
I said I'm 23.
Oh, 23. 23.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. My Jordan number, my Jordan era right now.
Looking good. A 23-year-old that can't even say look like a 23-year-old because guess what? These 23 years old nowadays, they be looking like they 53. So kudos to you for even having your statue, being a big dude, everything else like that. You still looking good. You got your own look and your own sound. And like I said, I love it. The people can find the universe. You can link up with him. Like he was saying, he's trying to make connections. He's out here doing his thing. You can hit him up on IG at the artist, the universe. He is working on his
EP. Everything universe. Everything the artist universe.
Everything the artist universe.
Like Life the Manager. Also hit his page for any type of business inquiries. Life the Manager. That's my guy. He gonna handle that.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. So you saying your manager is, what's his name, Life?
Yeah, Life. Yeah, he breathes life into this movement. You know what I'm saying? He bringing life to the universe.
That's right. And was that the guy that was hosting?
No, I don't think that was the guy.
Down there. No, I think his name was Nightlife.
Down there. That just so happened to be a coincidence. I have no idea.
Yeah, right. Like you supposed to have been there. You was down there the Nightlife that night doing your thing. Your manager named Life. You got an inspiration. That's inspiration there. Your name, the universe, and all this other stuff going on. So I know you traveling. You in Atlanta here. You was just down in Baltimore on Tuesday. Here it is Thursday. You in Atlanta. You on your way up to New York. You getting all around making your connections. But are you from Baltimore?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I was born and raised in East Baltimore. You know what I'm saying? But,
East Baltimore, stand up.
Whole family from East Baltimore. Everybody from Baltimore. You know, so I'm definitely putting on for the city, but I feel like in order to do that, we got to go ahead and make it happen.
Yes, go ahead and make it happen. And I'm telling you, it's definitely going to happen for you. We're gonna speak this into existence, even with your attitude and what you speaking. I'm telling you, brother, it's going to come. But guess what? You got to keep on doing it, because unfortunately, you already know sometimes you're not going to receive the support or even a response that you was expecting. But as long as you true to you and you keep on doing you, ain't no telling what the universe is going to open up for the universe. So respectfully, keep on doing your thing. And I know you're working on your EP and your album and everything else like that, but is there any way people can find your music, like this song that you was performing that we got the footage on? Because I want to hear it again.
That song's on all platforms. It's on my SoundCloud, the official version. I'm trying to, I got it remastered and retweaked. So we're getting it re-released right now. But the official version is on SoundCloud, Rockstar, Rodeo Legend, I believe it's called. But we on platforms, it's going to be called Rockstar. On SoundCloud, it's called Rodeo Legend. Also have my other song on there, Exhausting. People love that song as well as the other song I performed that night. Both of those songs are out.
Yeah.
At the Artist Universe. Find those at the Artist Universe.
Yes. And you had a lot of support too in the building. That's always good to see too. That night you had a lot of support. I was glad that we could come out from Be Exposed to support you. And like I said, I loved it. It was a good atmosphere. Only thing threw me off that it wasn't no AC in there. But guess what? I was used to that because I ain't had no. I was used to that because
it was no air in there.
No air. It was no air. But you brung the air. But you definitely brung the air to that to that situation. And look, you ain't know. You just showed up to do your thing, right? And we showed up to support you. But I know you had someone in there. You had a photographer. They was your family, right? Was the aunt?
Yeah, you need a team, and you want to build it from the inside out. You want to, see who can do what for you close to you, and you build up from there. You don't got to outsource everything. It's better to do it in house. Keep everything close. Keep it in the family.
Right, definitely. And family was up in the building, and we definitely as family now. Now I was feeling a little bit jelly because I was like, "Oh my goodness!" When he came out the thing, I didn't get to take no picture with him, but I just was pleased that we had this footage that we could play tonight. But guess what? We gotta get some pictures. We gotta flick it up next time that we have the privilege to come out there and seeing you doing your thing. When are you coming back to Baltimore?
Hey, I might be back next Tuesday. I should, I'm be honest with you. I don't know, but it's very possible that we go back. We could be back Tuesday. See if we can perform again.
Right.
I got songs for days I can perform. I can do this all day. So it's like I would love to come back and perform. I would love to come back and do some more songs and show more of my stuff. Get it out there. It deserves to be heard.
Yes, definitely. And anytime you want to come on this platform, to let them know your skills and everything else like that. Now, I know you wasn't, geared up to be performing tonight because I know you got a performance a little later because I was under the impression I knew that you were going to be joining me a little later in the show because I thought you was going to be on the road. I think that was your manager, Life, who was letting me know that, like, look, he's going to be on the road, but we definitely going to get with you and we going to holler at you. So I really appreciate you for taking your time out to come through on the Better Live platform, just letting everybody know about you, what you got going on. And yeah, that's love. So I was really, I'm glad that I got to come and show you some love. And then look, you show love in return, but you was already ready to show the love before I even came out to meet you that night. And your third time, you lying. You ain't lying. You ain't got no reason to lie. You the universe. You ain't got no reason to lie, but that makes it even more impressive because, like I said, I would have never thought that was your third time. I mean, I would have never thought that was your third time
I'm
performing.
putting in work for sure. I practice every day. I really try to put the work in to make sure that when I go out there, I'm giving the best I can give. I feel like I'm doing an injustice to myself. I'm doing an injustice to the song if I go out there and I'm not prepared. I'm not able to deliver it how it needs to be delivered, how it needs to sound, how the emotions it needs to invoke. You know.
Right. Oh, you definitely bring it professionally because one, we keep on talking about how it wasn't no air in there. Guess what? You did not let that stop you. And then two, another thing that I realized is a lot of artists was down there and they were playing their music and everything else like that. But yours was like on full instrumental. Like that, that was all you because I was noticing through a lot of the artist performances, a lot of them got up there to be able to do one or two songs, and they had like their whole song playing in the back. So a lot of them were kind of stopping, performing their song, doing some ad libs and stuff. But then it's like, no, this is this brother, his win. And him and his heat, you did a little rundown in one of those songs, and it was like, you switched up the delivery. I was like, look, this is all him, all his win. He ain't playing. That's why I'm making a note that I could not believe that was your third time. It was definitely done professionally. It was definitely all that to me. It was. And I ain't gassing you up. None of that, young brother. I'm really not. It just was really a pleasure to see a young brother doing his thing, coming out like that, and just like rocking it. It really was. And I was in it and I was vibing. And like I told you, I was ready to pass out from the heat, but you definitely woke me up. So now that you are in this lane, which is your own lane, being an inspiration for others or whatever, do you have any musical inspirations that are like in this field of like hip hop that kind of like inspired you to get back to it?
100%. One of my biggest influences in hip hop was definitely Juice WRLD, and it was during that period of time where I started diving deep into his music and deep into the messages behind his music and things like that. That really, sparked a lot of inspiration for me to really feel like I can do, that I can just take my experiences of what I feel and put them into a song, and it's going to connect with people, and it did. So. I highly doubt without that.
And guess what? I can get that you say that Juice WRLD. Like me, I didn't know anything about the young brother Juice WRLD. Look, I blame it on my age, right? I'll be 41 next Thursday. But my youngest son, who was only 4 at the time, I believe when he passed away, was a huge Juice WRLD fan. And I'm telling you, before my son, people say that it's wrong, before he could count or count by twos, he knew all of Juice WRLD's songs. He loved it. He still loves them. We went to a little party where he got to dress up as Juice WRLD. It was bringing as a celebrity. He like, I want to be Juice WRLD. So like that is his man. And you are right. That is a powerful inspiration to have because that brother music was definitely impactful. He talked about a lot of things, bringing them into his world. And you bring them into your universe, right?
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That is what's up. And might I add, like I said, I didn't know about the Juice WRLD before he left, but guess what? I'm sure that he is smiling to know that he is your inspiration and can hear that music and like, yeah, that's that. We need more artists like that is coming doing their own thing, trying to be in their own lane with a different sound. Everything sounds so the same nowadays. Would you say that? Would you say?
I would say the mainstream. A lot of the things that are number 1, number 2 on the charts, the things that get brought up on our playlist every single day is the same. But if you really love music, you really dive into music, and I feel like what's missing is the substance in the music. It's not necessarily that it all sounds the same because it doesn't really say anything. You know what I'm saying? The music that speaks to you is cross-generational. It's going to always hit. The energy going to always be there because you can connect with a message beyond just a beat, and you hear it one time, you get lit, turn it off, you never listen to it again. I want you to hear my song. You're like, hold on, run that back, play it again. Like
how I'm saying I need to hear that one.
Exactly.
And what was the name of that first song that you were performing that night? Is it Party Like a Rock Star?
I mean, that was one of the influences for it for sure. Like that was one of my songs as a kid. Party like a rock Party like I
Party
was a
like
little kid. I was jumping off my mom's bed listening to that joint. You know, I was going crazy.
right. And what's the name of your song where you're saying about the rock star? What's the name of that? I'm gonna look for
Radio
it.
Legend. It's called Rockstar. But you know, on SoundCloud, I like to release a lot of my stuff on SoundCloud. You know, because I feel like I could be more personal on there versus on
Right.
Spotify. I just put on SoundCloud. It's called Radio Legend. My first song on SoundCloud is called Big Bang because you know what started the universe, the Big Bang. So it's
Yeah.
the song is called Exhausting, but I named the song Big Bang because it's like, you know, it started my universe. I feel like on SoundCloud it could be a little more personal, a little more expressive.
Right. And you're figuring it all out. You figuring it all out. You'll get it together or whatever. I'll say that. But I'm definitely gonna look for that song, and I need Monty to send me that footage so I can bump that up in my trunk because I really, really was feeling that. It made me feel like, yeah, I'm a red chick, but I party like a rock star. I was seen a little nigga like this. That's all I kept on remembering. Kept on saying all through the night. It just was the up type of, tempo. The beat was on point. The lyrics was on point because you're absolutely right. It's the substance in it. Everybody's saying the same thing. Everybody's sounding the same, but the way, like I say, the delivery is a big part. And
Absolutely.
you have a unique delivery. Even the fact that you can write that song and figure out how I deliver it in a way that have it catchy, having people repeating it. Because a lot of us, that was our first time hearing the song that night.
Mm-hmm.
That's really the third time. But I know you heard people reciting what you were saying.
I know.
Like,
It's crazy to me. Yeah, it happened at my first show. My first show, I start singing the song. I'm halfway through the first chorus. I ain't even done the chorus yet. I'm halfway through the first chorus. People already humming along and singing. I hear people in the crowd say, like, how the hell they know the lyrics? I ain't even.
right. It's just one of those things that when you flow it, it just flows. And of course, that hook is so, so very catchy. I heard a lot of things you were saying up in there too. It just was that. So look for his music on SoundCloud, on all of them different platforms. Look him up. Follow him. I'm sure he'll be going live, putting out more footage out there of his performances on IG. If you ain't following him, you better follow the brother because
I just dropped an interview on YouTube. It's who is Universe. That's the title. Look, if you look it up on YouTube, Who is Universe? I just dropped a interview, a long interview with just a sit down with me, and I kind of go over a lot of things that we're talking about today. Also, I expand upon a lot of things. Really, I think it's a great way for people to really get to know me on a little more personal level. Being on this show is another great way.
Yes, another great way. You did. You broke it down for us. You broke it down, on the history, how you started, you understand? Because I know in the other song you did a little bit of singing too. So you still got that type of voice. So I'm sure that's probably, in your songs or in more songs or whatever, even though, you're a rap person, like a rock star.
I can't take credit for being able to sing. That's all my partner, my vocal coach Molly. She also an artist. She's also traveling with us.
Okay.
So she's the biggest one. This girl right here. She the whole reason I can do any of that.
Hey.
She my vocal coach. She the reason I'm up there rocking things out.
Yeah, we got to get Molly on. I didn't even get to hear her sing that night, but they told me about you, Molly. We definitely got to get you in here.
We got plenty of videos. Trust me.
You thought I put it down. She started singing. Man, the whole place was turned up. I ain't gonna lie to you.
And look, I missed that performance, Molly, because I left up out of there because I was too hot. You know what I mean? I tried to stay.
Oh, no, it was hot.
You're all good. Don't you worry, honey.
We be gone right with you. He wasn't performing. I'll be honest with you. It was hot.
Yes.
Hot.
Yeah. Well, they know I'm not exaggerating on that. But yes, kudos to Molly for supporting him, being that vocal coach. I heard him hitting a couple of them notes in there, so I can only imagine how you sound. So do y'all got any songs together?
We working on a whole EP right now. So we working on our personal EPs. We working on the collab one together. Yes. And I'm telling you right now, you think I'm good? This gonna be crazy. This gonna be crazy. Like, and I'm saying that as a music fan. I'm excited to hear it. I'll be honest with you, because it's really like I'm excited to hear it.
I'm excited to hear it too, Molly. We gotta get you to come back on the show so we can interview on you, and you in turn can give the boy Universe his props because that was nothing but love and respect to give you that shout out for his little vocal skills going on up there, whatever and stuff like that.
I was so
Yeah.
proud of him when I saw him up there. I was like tearing up. I tear up every freaking time. It's ridiculous. I feel like a proud mom or something. I don't know.
Right. Because see, you knew it was only his third time. But like I've been saying, the whole show is no way anybody would have known that without me asking the question and you telling me. I would have never thought that was just your third show performing up there. I mean, you was definitely comfortable. You was doing good.
Oh yeah, I knew it was going to be a rocket. I knew exactly what it was going to be. We pulled up at the spot. I said, as soon as he pulled up, I was like, look, I'm finna go ahead and do this. I hope y'all ready for what I'm about to do. Cause like, when I tell you, I went in there with full confidence and no doubt at all in my mind. It was really, it felt great. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's how I knew. Like, it really solidified it. Like, this is 100%. Like every time I go on that
you
stage,
did that.
you did that. Where I belong.
Yes, and you did that. I mean, even to the point where, like I said, I was sitting there ready to fall out. It was people leaving. When you came on there, you started doing your thing. I seen the people come back. Coming back. Now, someone might come back all the way in the door, but they was in the door. They like, hold up, what's that? You know, because it was a couple of people that went on before you. But yeah, you definitely brung what needed to be brung. And it's all about that. It's about that confidence, staying persistent and staying consistent. And you are already where you need to be. And trust me, you're going to go where you need to go.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, you're going to go where you need to go. And like I said, I'm blessed to see it, the history in the making. So I can be like, what? When you all the way there, because you already there, but when it all spreads across the universe, I can be like, yeah.
They're going to look right back on this video. Like, oh, this is the first, you know what I mean? They're going to look right back on this.
Like, see, I got the footage when it was just his third performance. He came on the show right after that or whatever like that. So, look, I have my friend, right? Yeah, somebody on the comments is saying you shut the show down. Somebody on the comments, look, I'll be having trouble reading them, but someone is on the comments showing you some love. I'm trying to catch a name, but she said you shut the show down, nephew. Didn't he? Didn't he? Oh, yes. And I think that was the beautiful lady that held our seat, because when I had to go out to get some, it's your auntie. That's who it is. It's your auntie on here showing you some love. So she's viewing tonight. She said, you shut the show down. And I'm like, didn't he? And I think that was the beautiful queen that had held my seat for me when I went outside to get some air. But she had her own little portable fan. Was that your auntie?
No, that was his mother.
Oh, that was your mom. Oh, okay, that was your mom. Look. Mama came ready to support her son. She was like, it's hot up in here. She went out to the car, came back with the fan. She was like, look, you can get some of this. Yeah. So she definitely showed love that night. Definitely was out there to support you. I think it was your aunt who was doing the little footage of you and everything else like that or whatever. So like how you said, family was definitely there. Unfortunately, that's rare, but it's a blessing that you definitely have it, because that's where it starts. And that's all you need. You know, you got your family, your mom behind you, your aunt behind you, your manager, the good sister Molly with the vocal booth. Look, you off to a great start, if you ask me.
Hey, but the thing about it is that the thing that I learned through this journey, through building this team, is how much I really needed it. Like, you know, to a lot of artists, I feel like a lot of artists don't understand that they really need, it takes a lot to really, to have these things happen, to do these things. You need to have people around you. You can't do it by yourself. It's impossible. If I was doing this alone, I'd be in Baltimore right now. There's no way, you know? So it's very important. Artists need to realize that you need to really try to build your team, build around you. Use the things you have, use the resources type thing.
Right. That's definitely a good line of advice to give somebody, because that's what we always feel. We can do everything by ourselves. I don't need nobody or whatever else like that. And I know right now you're being managed by life, but like, what are your thoughts? Of course, I know is to go big, open up to the universe. But do you have any prospects, any labels you looking towards, or anybody you're trying to get to hear you? Is there anything like that? Or are you just open to any opportunity that comes your way?
I'm open to any opportunity, but I wouldn't say I'm going to accept any opportunity. Like, you know, we of course want to talk to labels and things like that. That would be, you know, it's a dream, but it's really all about. It's not about taking the first deal you get. It's not about seeing something and just going after it. Just because something there don't mean it's worth grabbing. How much you got to give up for it? You know, it's all about the right situation. You don't want to put yourself in a situation where you sign a contract or you go into business with somebody who's not going to have your best interest at heart. You know, it's going to drag you down, you know, take things away from you that you don't need to sacrifice. And that's you know, not only is that going to weigh on me financially, that weighs on you as an artist when you can't do the things you want to do. That changes who you are as an artist. And that's the last thing, that's the absolute last thing we want, you know?
Right, absolutely. So not only do you got the artist gift, it seems like you got that good business sense up in there. You got your family, you put out that advice that you definitely need somebody to help build up and to live your dream essentially, because you dreamed about it and you're already living it. So a lot of times success can look like different to different people, but right now it's like you living in your life of success, doing your thing as the artist, the universe, of course, open up the possibilities, but that is very smart. That is very, very smart. That guess what? It might come your way, but that don't mean you're gonna be going that way. You get what I'm saying? It don't mean that you're gonna go that way, or that's bestly your base interest and whatever. And I think that's important to know, because some people, like how we were saying, well, not some people, some artists, you're like, that's the last soul for a little what can you say, fame or something you can say. They're selling soul, they change their whole style, they won't be themselves. So it's real good that you are authentic, you can be yourself. You already, you know, what they say, started from the bottom, now you here. Now you here. It's the top to get until we go higher, right?
We still got a lot farther to go. You know, I feel like we came so far, but we got a whole nother mountain to climb, you know, and then 3 more after that. So it's all about the journey. It's all about enjoying the moment, you know, enjoying the journey, enjoying what's in front of you. I try not to get too caught up in where I'll be at in 6 months. You know, try to just be more like, where I'm gonna make the best of every moment that I'm doing this. Is really like, it's a blessing to even be here, even be able to get people to listen to my music, to be on here with you. You know, it really, it's a blessing.
Yes. Hey, guess what? Guess what? You definitely blessing me. You definitely blessing the You Better Live show. You definitely blessing the viewers, everybody who's watching tonight. Hopefully it was some other young brothers and sisters on here who are inspired to be artists themselves or already artists. Hopefully, you know, younger or older, you know what I mean, was able to take some of this advice that you're giving out, was able to see, you know, your perspective on how you want things to go and where you think that you're going. But more importantly, like how you said, bringing people into your universe, being you, being in your own lane, being authentic, and just keeping going, making those connections, building with your family. Yeah, it's all a blessing. You're right about that. You right on. You sure you're only 23? You sure you're only 23?
I don't know. You know, I don't know. Somebody could have lied to me, but that's what I was told.
You say that's what your papers say, right?
Yeah, that's what the papers say, but we never really know. I wasn't there, you know what I'm saying?
Look, the possibilities in the universe, right? The possibilities.
You never know.
In the universe.
We don't know how old the universe is. We don't really know, you know.
Yes. So even from being from East Baltimore, I'm glad that you have the support of your family, the support of your manager, and different things like that. Can you speak on anything like far as from our hood or from our community? How you feel that people are receiving you? Are you getting the support that you expected, or is it?
Actually, I'll be honest with you. Actually, I really am. Like I really.
That's awesome.
You know, I ain't gonna lie. I'm really bringing the universe to the hood. Like that's the part that really made me happy, that I can really connect with different types of people. Like I feel like, me personally, I feel like, you know, I grew up around my whole family from East Baltimore, everybody. So I grew up around all that, but at the same time, you know, I feel like I connect with more than just my people. I feel like I can connect with all people. You know, I feel like I can go to any group of people and find some common middle ground. You know, I like a lot of different things. So I feel like I always can relate to somebody, and I feel like that reflects in my music. So even it's the same way that, you know, you hear a rock song and everybody in there vibing to it, you know, everybody having a good time. You know, or they hear a song, I don't like that. And I play another one, they're like, oh, this hit. Like I feel like I make music for really everybody, and I feel like it's gonna connect with everybody in their own special way. And I feel like that's a part of making authentic music. When you make music that's authentic, make music that's real, that come from your heart, come from you, it's always gonna connect with people, because people can always relate to people. Like, you know, you can always relate to somebody's true raw experiences, and that's what my music is.
Yes, yes, absolutely. And a lot of that experience, like I said, comes from you being born and raised here in Baltimore. I think I seen your mom make a comment say she keeps smart people around you and in your life. It definitely shows just from, the discussion that we're having here tonight. So just like I said, yeah, what's destined for you is going to be certainly for you. Remarkable performance. I'm gonna say it again on that Tuesday, what was just his third show, you guys. He was here. He said he might be back this Tuesday to rock the show again down there or wherever you. But what he's doing is making his connections right now. He's already in Atlanta 2 days later, headed to New York, showing up wherever he can to let people experience the learnerverse and to make those connections that he is set out to make. You got to live for that. Just do not stop. Do not stop. And I'm more so pleased also to hear that you feel like you're getting the support from Baltimore the whole time because a lot of times different artists, there's a lot of talent here in a variety of things. Rappers, singers, people that draw pictures. Like it's just so much talent here. And a lot of times, we'll hear people say they're not getting the support that they thought they would get. I said it before, as far as me doing this show or not really getting the recognition that they need or whatever else like that. But the whole thing is, if God brings you to it to do it, do it. And that's the big part. The people who need to recognize you or support you will be there and they will support you and they will recognize you. So, I mean, at the end of the day, that's all you need to start off with, and that's a great start. But yeah, East Baltimore, Baltimore all day. Now, don't switch up on us, universe. When you take it all across the universe, don't get to talking about when they staying where you from. You talking about Maryland.
I'll make sure they got my wiki bio right. I'll make sure they got my Wikipedia right and all that. You know what I'm saying? I'll make sure it got to be right. It got to be right.
That's
And there's a lot of
right.
people that really represent for the city. I feel like outside, like people that make it out. I don't. How many people that you find out they from Baltimore? You're like, oh, he from Baltimore. Oh, he from here. Who knew? Because they don't really represent the city. They don't. You don't never hear about it. They don't talk about it. And I think
Right.
that's a shame. It really is.
Right, absolutely. So you gotta come, gotta do that first video over East Baltimore.
Absolutely.
Down the hill. You down the hill or up the hill? Look, East Baltimore is to know that.
Oh my goodness. See, you asked a lot of information. I can't be saying everything now. Yeah, I
He
can't
say,
be saying
look,
everything.
I'm East Baltimore. I told you that enough. But yes, kudos to Baltimore. This is Al brother, y'all. So y'all definitely gotta support him. Look him, check him out. IG, give out the information again. It's at the bottom of the screen. The universe is at the artist universe across all platforms. Just Google it. Go on to SoundCloud. Go on to everywhere. Find his music. I'm telling y'all, that song that he performed that night is top notch. I want to hear. It's definitely something that I want to be playing in my car while I'm on my way to go out. Like it's that type of vibe. Like
Hey,
yeah,
come hop in the video with me. You know what I'm saying? Come hop in the music video. I'm just saying you can slide through, do a little cameo.
yeah,
Nothing wrong with that.
absolutely. Oh, I'm there. Whenever you're doing the music video, you holler at me, get in contact with me. I am definitely there. Throwing up my "You Better Live" sign,
Yeah.
doing all of that,
You're right.
representing because of course I'm East Baltimore too all day. Like I tell him where I'm from down the hill. He ain't want to tell you, but at least he representing Baltimore, guys. Y'all heard it here. He said that when his stuff spread all over the universe, he gonna rep us to the capacity that he can rep us. Let everybody know that he is from Baltimore, Maryland. Yes, that he is from
Baltimore.
Baltimore, Maryland, East Baltimore. But the universe purpose, like how he said, is to connect with everybody, making music for everybody and for everybody. And I got him doing that because he already doing it now. I got you doing it because you already doing it now. So be on the lookout for his EP, his album, all that coming out. Be on the lookout because when he let me know about the video, I'm gonna be hitting everybody else too to bring them over there. But that's not a thing because Baltimore and East Baltimore definitely gonna show out for his videos. You might even gotta go to your old school. Look, what's your high school you graduated from?
I went to high school in Essex. I went to like I said, I played football in high school. So I
Okay.
actually ended up getting a scholarship to go to high school and play at Mount Carmel. I got to play football
Okay.
there. I wrestled there. I was a national. I got to be, I was a All American there. I was a nationally ranked wrestler. I went to college even. You know what I'm saying? I did my thing. I did my thing in high school.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was able to go there, get a scholarship to go to private school, which was, you know, obviously a blessing for my mother. You know, she here, you know, even just to be able to have a, you know, a child to get to that point is, you know, it really is a blessing. I'm so happy for her. I'm grateful for her. You know, I create the opportunities and she make it happen. You know, so
Yes. And she make it happen and you making it happen as well. And that's how you can tell that you definitely had that strong foundation with you. Your mama said she keep the smart people around you, but she's definitely a smart mama. And she is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? To having and stuff. So guess what? Y'all blessing each other. Mama supporting you, auntie supporting you, life, your manager supporting you. You are on the road. And more importantly, you are supporting yourself and supporting your community. So yeah, when you do that video, you gotta have us all out there like, yeah. Is it gonna be that rock
yeah,
star
we gonna be
show
rock.
first?
Yeah, we gonna
Yeah.
be partying like rock stars for sure. It's gonna be
Yes,
great.
yes, yes. And I asked the school because I was ready to say, hold on, you probably could do little what was it, the Drake thing, you know, when he went back to his high school and kind of did that music video,
Man,
whatever like that. That's all cool. Because guess what? When you reach the universe though and everybody hear your music and your name all up in them lights, you know everybody gonna say they know you. So
oh
be
yeah,
ready
oh
for
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah, I remember him in high school. That's going. Yeah, I done already listen. I done
We
already envisioned it all. I done already thought it all through. I
just
done thought about every possibility possible. I promise you. You know, and
yes,
music is the only thing going through my mind.
absolutely.
Like,
Absolutely. You know they are. Everybody, yeah, I went to Montgomery with him, all your coaches and stuff. I knew he was gonna, you know, probably some of the main people that told you wasn't gonna make it or probably tried to like not discourage you from doing your hip hop music or whatever, but just probably felt like you could just you pose a stage in another lane, you know, probably with the sports or whatever else like that. That
oh man,
probably wasn't really feeling you moving on to doing that. You know what I mean? It's gonna be those variety people that's gonna be right there, like, yeah, I had a part of that,
I feel
or
like
I made
oftentimes
that
with artists,
happen.
oftentimes with a lot of artists, with most artists, they're good at a lot of things, and but it's art that their art, the thing they choose to do that they truly passionate about. So whether just because I'm good at this or I'm good at that, you know what I'm saying? It's more about being able to wake up every morning and get up and I feel it in my soul that this is what I'm supposed to do, you know, versus just working a job or doing something because I'm good at it and I know it can give me that point A from point A to point B. I'd rather be living in my truth, making $50,000 a year, than go to a career path I don't want to work, I don't want to be at, and make millions. Like I would much rather be happy and broke than rich and famous and all that extra stuff or whatever path I go on and miserable. You know, absolutely.
Right, right. And guess what? It is what you make it. It's what you believe, and it's what you speak into yourself. So it's like I say, on so many different levels, people might feel like you know they didn't make it or they not successful because they're not at a certain place that they may see other artists at or other people, whatever else like that. But like I said, if you already got that confidence to be jumping on that stage like you did,
Mm-hmm.
to be traveling to Atlanta like you are now and headed to New York, like, yeah, that's your life work, right? That's your life
Mm-hmm.
work. You definitely gonna bless people with it. I know that is more greater things that's gonna be coming from you that you are about. Absolutely. The universe, how could it not be? You know what I mean? Even the fact that you came up with that name and you know what I mean, that's who you are, that just speaks for itself. I mean, like I said, before you even opened your mouth to spit alert, you know, I just was intrigued by the name alone. So that's just
Mm-hmm.
powerful as well. So that was destined to be your name, the universe. You're living in your destiny to bring forth that music that you feel can touch and reach everybody in the universe. But that's exactly what you said. It's for everybody.
Absolutely.
Like, yeah, I'm bringing you in my universe, but it's so much so, and there's so much diversity here that everybody can feel it, right?
Absolutely.
That
100%.
everybody can feel it. Look at that. This remarkable 23-year-old brother, y'all heard him right here. Look, but this is second interview, right? On the You Better Live, he has a interview. He said on YouTube, "Who is the universe?
No, yeah. Who is universe? Who is
Who
universe?
is universe? Who is universe? Y'all gotta check that out. Hit him up right now. Guess what? Y'all can book him for shows. Yes, y'all can. IG at the
Ooh.
Artist Universe. Get him to perform the ones I seen him perform the other night because they was like, yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, 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 yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
wait for you to hear the rest of what I got. You like that? Wait till you see what I
Yes,
did.
I love that. I lived for that. I certainly did, young brother. I lived for it. I loved it so much. Like I said, I wish I could have stayed around longer, but I thought I was going to fall out. But in the beginning half, you saved me. Your music saved me. It from the universe. Your music saved me, and it definitely woke me up and got everybody up in that thing moving. I'm telling you, I was in the crowd and I was like, hold up, wait a minute. Okay, I forgot where I was at. But when you came on, it definitely was a reminder. So check this young brother out right here, straight from Baltimore, Maryland. I'm telling you, he did his interview on the YouTube, but he's here live and in charge, giving y'all his life, his love, and his story right here on the You Better Live show. And you better live for it, because we know what it is and we know what it gives. It's more than life to die. So yeah, you better live. You might can get my
Yeah.
so you might even get me on one of your songs. You know what I'm saying? You might even bring me up out of retirement or whatever. Even if I ain't spitting, I might even do a little spoken word person. I don't know. We gotta talk about it, because I'm telling you, I need to be a part or whatever. And definitely, if you back in town next Tuesday down there at the joint, I might even consider coming back, because I was like, I ain't coming back. But if I know you there,
absolutely. We on this journey together. We're going.
yes,
I'm up as well.
absolutely. Yes, let's do this. So if you coming back next Tuesday, yes, definitely let us know. We'll be back through there to see you catch some more footage, just supporting you all the way. And guess what? You're always welcome to come through here, be exposed on the You Better Live show anytime, anytime. Yes, you are, young brother. I thank you so much to join me for the night. Any last words you need to say before you get up out of here? Because I know you got to get ready for your show. You got to get ready for that turn up.
Yeah, only last thing I gotta say, all my music, check me out, the Artist Universe, of course. Big shouts out to you for having me on. I'm so grateful just to sit down and talk with you. I do this off camera. I love just I love talking to genuine people. So I appreciate you having me on. Appreciate the conversation. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the love you show coming out, even recording the show, and everything. Really, really do. I really appreciate it. I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I got to talk to you. It's been wonderful.
Yeah. Likewise. Love is love. Now, when you get up out of here, that's my little sign right here. You better live. Don't forget it. I got the Artist Universe up on here. That I love you. You better live. Throw it up for me one more time. Yeah. But he party like a rock star. I haven't seen the line that can do it like this. So turn up in the line tonight for Baltimore. Stand up. The universe. Yes. Hey there, everybody. What's going on?
Thank you so much for allowing Universe to come on your platform. I wish you the highest level of success. I don't know what your highest level of success might be, whether it be happiness, moneyness, whatever it is, peace of life. I just wish that you get your happiest level of success. And we want to take you with us on this journey.
We taking
okay. And guess what? I'm ready for it. I was born ready. You hear me? I'm ready for it. Thank you so much. Salute to you for getting this young brother under your wing and managing him very, very well. You got something spectacular, and I know you know it. You know what I mean? What they say? If you know, you know.
He made everywhere he goes there and perform, everybody feels great. It's inspiring. And this is the sound that I've been looking for all my life. Follow my journey. If you see what I've been doing, I meet as Maserati Life or Darian King. If you want to get in contact, you would like to book them, anything you want them to do, be on a song, whatever, just hit my inbox as the Manager Life, and I got you. We'll set everything up. Thank you so much, Be Exposed Radio.
Yes.
Thank you for coming out to the show. Thank you for putting on the presence. Thank you for supporting me and showing so much appreciation and love to Universe.
Absolutely. 100%.
We out here, man. This is what it is. Please follow my journey. Go watch his interviews. Share this interview as many times as you can, because we want to get your likes and your followers up like crazy.
That's right. That's
all
right.
the way to Atlanta. I'm taking you all the way in the club, so I'm gonna get on your
That's
nerves.
right. That's right. Take me there. I'm out there with y'all. Not in the physical, but definitely in spirit. The universe was right here. Love y'all.
First
Yeah,
time, first
keep
interview.
going. You better leave. Yeah. Thank you. Yes, that was awesome. I really, really, really enjoyed that interview. Look, I enjoyed watching him go when I came down on Tuesday. Um, to watch the show that he was doing in the open mic in the nightlife. But he was right there with his manager, Life, Darian King. He gave out their information, their contact information. Please hit him up. If you wasn't able to catch it, look, hit me up. Hit Be Exposed up. We share the information because we know how to get in contact with them. I did a couple of the what in the whats, a couple of the what in the worlds, but look, I gotta get back into it. Am I? Nah, I think I'm gonna leave that for next week. My party show. I might get to do it after the show. I gave the shout out for the cancers coming in here. It was cancer season. Hold on, my bloopers in the background. Hold on, just a couple of more minutes, y'all. Please, 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 please. Please, 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 please. You know that's my blooper king. This is my blooper king. I probably need to let him be seen or something on here. He gonna do something. He gonna do my next reel. He gonna do something. Look, that's what I'm gonna start leaving him where he at, where I come to do the show. Like he said, oh, I want to be on the show next time. So I'm gonna make sure I gotta give him a segment or something like that. There's some sensory or something like that. I don't know. But then people been trying to call the peoples on me or whatever, say that or say I don't know. Saying that it's a hoax. I don't know. Saying it's a Carly Russell. I don't know. But early in the show, we talked about the what in the world, what was going on with Carly Nicole Russell, the 25-year-old lady who was allegedly abducted on Thursday of last week. Right after I talked about what to do if somebody was missing and everything else like that, right? What's the possibilities? What is the possibilities? Oh my goodness. I also talked about some breaking news that was here that I've been supposed to reported about a kid, Eggleston, who was a 22-year-old woman who was allegedly killed by her baby father. Yes, 8 months pregnant and did not show up to her baby shower. That was back in 2017. But now they started the trial. They did the jewelry. They did all of that. But I really, really was like floored about this. What about this Carly baby? Because y'all started praying for her. And it was not long after that. Y'all was P-R-A-Y. Now y'all P-R-E-Y. Stop that before you know all the facts. Everything is allegedly. And what I'm saying is, I didn't think Jesse was lying. So I don't think that girl lying either. I just think sometimes they put stuff out of there. And like I said, when they put stuff out there, we just go right here with it. Shout out to the cancers. There's a lot of cancer birthdays. Yes, there was a lot of people's birthday today, may I say. Fam Bon, Fam Raven, happy birthday, baby. All them cousins up in there. Who else was it? I think somebody else was. Oh, my girl, Rita Bay. Yes, Rita, my homie, right from West Baltimore. Yes, me being the girl from East Baltimore. We met at a job. We was ever since. That's my girl over there. So guess what? I love cancers. I know y'all love when people real deep, y'all emotional and all that other stuff. But yeah, just like cancer, y'all can make people sick. But guess what? I love y'all. But guess what? Y'all got 2 more days, you hear me, before the Leo rains come through here. Oh yeah, Leos rule the world. My birthday is next Saturday, y'all. Guys, send me some love, send me some blessings. Jessica can come early. I've supposed to been partying all month, for real. But I told you, every time my birthday month come, I get all funky. But that definitely brought some life into my life, being able to have that exclusive interview with the artist, the universe. Make sure you check him out, guys. I'm telling you, he's hot. He's got his own sound. He's already traveling. How many people did? Look, I ain't never did that. I used to be selling myself short. I used to be scared. So that's why he definitely got that confidence. And with his persistency, I'm telling you, he is going to get far. I know y'all tired of hearing my background voice, or is y'all making me tired of hearing my voice? I don't know. I hope it would never, ever be that. Y'all better live for me. Y'all better live for the show. So kudos to the universe and his manager, Life. thank y'all once again. Thank you for taking time out of your busy schedule to join me here tonight. I will be back. Yes, if you want to support the show, there go that Cashapp. Money sign, Be Exposed Radio. Make sure you support. And if you haven't already went and liked the page, You Better Live. I send it out to all of y'all. I say this every show, right? Go and like the page. When you see my posts, share them, like them, comment it. Come on, give me some love, y'all, because you know I love y'all. God loves you. God bless you. Every Thursday, I'm coming through Be Exposed. Your news, our views, because it has to be exposed. Let's go. Y'all know what it is, and y'all know what it gives. It's more than like the done, so you better live. You better live. See y'all next Thursday, y'all. You better live.